We fight and we survive. Hey, Renato.
Hi, Milla. Hi, Paul. How are you guys?
You're great. Thank you.
Milla, I'm a huge fan since I first saw you in Return to the Blue Lagoon. I love that movie and I love the Resident Evil franchise. Guys, you really love monsters, right? What do you think is so appealing about monsters and zombies?
Yeah, I don't know where, Paul has always been, a guy who loved playing video games, and he was the dungeon master when he was a kid, when they would play Dungeons and Dragons. So he's always been
And
really,
I'm still the dungeon master.
yeah, you're out of it. Yeah.
But why do you love so much to adapt video game franchises to the movies?
They're just, some video games are just so visual. I think they make amazing movies. You know, when I first played Monster Hunter, I was blown away by the look of the game. These giant creatures with amazing designs that I'd never seen before. You know, I love Godzilla and I love King Kong and I love the Jurassic World movies, but I've seen all of those creatures before. And here was a world in this video game that had these insane looking creatures. And I thought, this is so cinematic. If I can bring these creatures to the big screen, preferably an IMAX screen, then it's really going to blow people away.
Where the hell did that come from?
Back in the vehicle! It's gaining on us!
Milla, what is the greatest thing about playing a superhero or a hero in an action movie? And what's the most challenging thing about that?
I've always loved to watch strong women on screen, and when I was young, I felt like there really wasn't enough strong women representing on screen. So, for me to be able to play these characters, it makes me feel like a superhero as well. I love to go into these different worlds, and I have a lot of fun doing the stunts. I have a lot of fun playing these kind of characters and imagining myself in these worlds. It's always challenging, of course, to do action movies. Doing the stunts is fun, but sometimes it could be a little dangerous, and and at the same time, it's just tough. I mean, like on this movie, we traveled to these crazy locations where it was freezing at night and super hot during the day, and it can be kind of just really tough. My eyes got sunburnt, like literally my eyeballs got sunburnt at one point. So it can be hard on people physically, but at the same time, it's such an adventure.
There's any superhero or villain that you would like to play in the movies?
Gosh, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I've played a lot so far. I'm very happy with the characters that I've played already. Hopefully, if people
Paul, there's any superhero movie they would like to direct?
You know, I love watching superhero movies, but I like making monster movies, I have to say. This is, I feel like I'm in my world right now.
And what makes Monster Hunter so special? Watch the movie, so many visual effects. The Diablos look amazing. It's gonna be the beginning of a new franchise.
Well, that would be wonderful, but we always take it one movie at a time. We poured a lot of kind of love and hard work into this film, and we're just excited to get it out there and hope people love it as much as we do.
Paul, they say that video games adaptation are cursed, but you kind of broke that curse with Resident Evil, so successful. Why do you think so hard to make a good video game adaptation? And please, people.
I've been involved in several, because my first American movie was Mortal Kombat, which also was very successful back in the day. And, from Mortal Kombat onwards, I think I've been very aware that to make a successful video game adaptation, you have to please two different audiences. You have to please the hardcore fans that know everything about the world you're adapting, but then you also have to please another audience, which is a more mainstream cinema-going audience who don't know the video game. So and it's tricky to please both audiences at the same time. And that's why, for the movies I've done, I've always tried to work very, very closely with the creators of the game. Like on this movie, they consulted on everything so that I get everything from the game completely accurate. And then for the people who don't know the game, they have Milla's character who's from our world that they can follow into the world of the video game. So you see it through a fresh set of eyes.
Are you guys done with the Resident Evil franchise, or will be up to another movie in the future, like a revival? I love to see Milla as Alice. I love the character.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're all about hunting monsters right now.
Yep.
Sean Connery, as the great Sean Connery once said, never say never again.
Yep.
Onde é que a gente tá?
Monster Hunter, somente nos cinemas.